Let's move south of the border. Hard, bit of a rough time for Pep Guardiola at Man City. Humbled by Bodo Glimt. You've been there before, didn't you? Up in the Arctic Circle. Great setting.
Yes. Oh, I loved it. It was absolutely fantastic. Although it was so cold, my laptop actually went off. The battery just drained. It just went off. It was so cold. Probably the best thing anyone's ever read. But yeah, it was brilliant. It was a great set, great wee club, and I say wee club. How condescending did that sound? Great wee club. Yeah. Well, scudded Celtic 5-1.
Yeah, and beat Man City, the mighty Man City, which brings back the debate now. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, this just proves beyond any doubt that there's no comparison between Sir Alex Ferguson and Pep Guardiola." We all kind of have this debate: who's the greatest? I mean, obviously this Bodo Glimt result coming in the back of a derby defeat. But what do you think? Is there any comparison between the pair? Who's better for you?
Different times, different styles of management, different ways of playing. Sir Alex said that, these two wide guys and these two front players, it was so good to watch. Guardiola brought his own style in from Barcelona, the famous tiki-taka. I don't think there's a comparison. I think that Manchester City were starting on an upward curve when Pep Guardiola came in. Roberto Mancini had won an FA Cup. He won the famous, that famous Premiership title in the last second. I think Manchester City were on the way. I think when Sir Alex went in to Manchester United,
they were 19.
In a terrible state.
They were 19.
Yes.
They had a drinking culture. I think that's what separates Sir Alex Ferguson.
I think Sir Alex Ferguson still remains above Pep Guardiola.
For me,
for where he took his Manchester club from where they were, and where they went to, and the level that they sustained all the way through it.
I agree. Fabulous. And I read a quote saying Fergie built teams, Pep buys them. I mean, that's probably a wee bit unfair, but there's an element of truth in that. Is it Alex Ferguson?
No, there isn't really. If you can go and buy Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham and Roy Keane off Nottingham Forest, it's just because it's different amounts from the times you're in. I mean,
but he also built teams, didn't he? He brought through,
he brought
all the class of '92 and all that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he did build in that sense. Yeah. I'm not saying that he didn't have money to spend.
Yeah.
But he did build, and I think it's the way he kept doing it. For decades.
Yeah, regenerated teams.
So it's the longevity as well.
And the way he was able to move on, really senior players. What was peak times in their career? People couldn't believe that they were being moved on.
Yeah.
And he just did it without a thought.
And that's us just comparing Premier League and time in England. I mean, that's before we even factor in Aberdeen. But then I suppose you would have to bring in Pep's time at Barcelona.
Probably the greatest club team we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
So
we're just talking about Manchester here, I'd say.
But yeah. It's fairly for you, and it's fairly for me.
Because I think that Sir Alex played that Pep team in a Champions League final.
That's right.
And called it the greatest team performance he'd ever seen. So I mean, he's saying himself.
Yeah.
Was it Wembley that final?
Yeah.
So, but if we're just talking Manchester times, I still think Sir Alex Ferguson's head and shoulders above Pep Guardiola.